Yo, what's going on, everybody? Seen a lot of people talking about this new song by Propaganda and Swoope, featuring Swoope. I'm gonna give you all my thoughts about this particular lyric in the song, and why it's not talking about what people are trying to make it out to be right after this intro. Yeah. Okay. It's my time, no cap. I'm winning and living my life. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Johnson here with another video on Joe Got Something to Say. Like it is at the bottom. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the notification bell so that when I go live and drop videos just like this one, you will be notified when I do so. Listen, man, some really great music dropped over the weekend, and some music from two of my favorite Christian hip-hop artists in the game. Propaganda featuring Mr. Swoope. The song is called No Entiende, or We No Entiende. It dropped over the weekend. It dropped Friday. I think Propaganda has an album coming out, which I'm excited for. I think it's already out, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, he's got a new song out called No Entiende, which is Spanish for don't understand. We don't understand, right? We don't understand, man. Go check out the song. The song is dope. It's super dope, man. Yeah, man, that's all I'm gonna say. It's super dope, and some of y'all might be triggered. I hope you don't get triggered, but that's neither here nor there. I wanted to talk about this particular bar from the song, man, that on Swoope's verse, which when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, man, Swoope's pen game is ridiculous, right? So I saw Propaganda, obviously, it's his song featuring Swoope. He tweeted out that particular lyric, and this is the lyric. Lyrics pretty much: Christ died in the blackest way possible, with both hands up and his mama there watching him. Whoo, man. I was like, yo, this what we doing? Okay, I'm with it, right? So dope, right? And immediately the Twitter worlds was shooken. The Twitter worlds were shooken. There was people. There was this one particular response. This guy said, "This view of Christ and his ultimate sacrifice for the world through a lens of race is abhorrent and heretical. If you truly believe in Christ's finished work on the cross, you would be led to the cross and seek first his kingdom, not seek culture and try to fit Christ into it." Somebody else said, "This is pure blasphemy and heresy. How dare we ever compare our experiences in any way to that of our perfect Redeemer and spotless Lamb?" Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Okay. Listen, Linda. Listen. Because clearly this went over a lot of people's heads. Like that bar flew over a lot of people's heads, and the only thing that a lot of people could just worry about, because when you start talking about Jesus and race, people get triggered, right? People get triggered when you start talking about Jesus and race like it's not a real thing, right? In which it is a real thing. We can't skate over race and religion because it kind of plays a integral part in our relationship with God. That's another topic for another video. I want to read to you all the quote in context. Okay, I want to read, not the quote, but the bar in context. Man, let me pull it up, the full lyrics, because I'm telling you, man, they went in on this. All right, so here we go. This is Swoope's verse. Blood cries out in Sunday service from brothers just right outside getting murdered. If you was unable to see who's able, ooh, pay attention, man. If you was unable to see who's able, it's cause that red hat ain't where Cain go. Oh, and this is where it is, man. If you don't see God in the folks put down, then you should pull his book out, meaning you should pull the Bible out and take a look now. Christ died in the blackest way possible with both hands up and his mama there watching him. Let me read that again, man, for if it went over your head still. If you don't see God in these folks that's getting killed, right? If you don't see God in the folks put down, then you should pull his book out. Take a look now. Christ died in the blackest way possible with both hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. And his mama there watching him. Now, like I said, man, a lot of people, man, was triggered. Like, oh my God, why you trying to compare Christ's crucifixion to what's happening to black and brown people? No. Swoope clearly wasn't trying to compare like, oh look, we all died like Christ. No. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. To understand what Swoope is saying, you got to go to the book of you got to go to Galatians, where it talks about we are image bearers, right? We were made in the image of God. Also in the book of Genesis, where it talks about we were made in the image of God, right? And what Swoope is drawing parallel to when he says, if you don't see God in the folks put down, right? There are people that, haven't come to the realization that we are all image bearers of God, right? And no matter what they did, no matter what their past is, right? Because that is what Swoope is drawing parallel to, right? When an unarmed black man is shot and killed by officers, immediately they pull out his rap sheet. You know what I'm saying? They pull out all these crimes that he did, to just defame him and discredit him and make him look like a super criminal and all this, just, oh my God, this animal deserved to die, right? When none of that really matters. His past doesn't justify his future, right? Instead of painting him as an animal, recognize who this person is. This person is a image bearer of God, right? And Swoope is saying, if you can't see that, right? If you can't see that these black and brown young men and women that are being murdered by cops doesn't have God in them, then you know that you need to go pull out God's book and take a look now. Christ died in the blackest way possible. Now, like I said, Swoope is not trying to compare Christ's experience to what black and brown people are going through. What Swoope is clearly saying is that this man Jesus, who was a brown-skinned Middle Eastern guy, was murdered. He was innocently murdered, right? He was innocently murdered. He had his hands up. He pretty much surrendered, right? But they still killed him, and his mom was there watching, right? Fast forward 2020, you got black and brown men, right? Hands up, don't shoot. A lot of times they're complying. Majority of the time, a lot of the times, probably 100% of the time, they're complying. They still get murdered. The video was recorded. Their mom sees it, right? The blackest way possible, right? All it is just a play on words. Like if you understand hip hop, you got to understand the picture that Swoope is trying to paint, right? What he's pretty much talking to is evangelicals that try to justify police officers killing unarmed black men. That is who that verse is written to. Pretty much, this is what this whole song is written to, that camp, the evangelicals. That's why it's called We Don't Understand. We don't understand. We don't understand. And I would encourage you to go listen to the song in full context and stop drawing conclusions off, two sentences. You know what I mean? Like how are you gonna draw a legit conclusion of two sentences, right? If my teacher tells me to go do a book report, I'm not gonna read the foreword and then close and I'm like, all right, I got my book report. Nah. I wanna go listen to the whole song. Get context, perspective, understand why Swoope said what he said. I got no issue with what Swoope said. There's a lot of Christians that is like, oh my God, like I can't trust his theology. What? It wasn't that deep. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that deep. A lot of people are trying to create something that isn't there. Like people were talking about, oh, here we go again, being divisive. It's not being divisive. It's not being divisive. They're talking about something real. Like something real. Christ died in the blackest way possible with both hands up and his mama there watching. I mean, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying, the way I see it now in 2021 or 2020 or just in general the last decade? Yeah, man, about the last decade, we've seen black men die with their hands up and their mamas watching. So that's all Swoope and Propaganda was saying. They weren't being divisive. Like if you feel this is divisive, you're a part of the problem. Just sorry to say that you're a part of the problem. If you know what I'm saying, you still don't understand, you're part of the problem, right? I appreciate this song. I appreciate Propaganda and Swoope. Yeah, so that's what it is, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate Propaganda. I appreciate Swoope, especially Prop, man. Prop has always been, vocal about injustices, and his podcast has been really, really dope. And Swoope as well, man. Swoope has always been that voice too, when it comes to injustices, man. So, like I said, man, listen to understand, right? Before you make assumptions, ask questions. Because if I didn't understand that bar, I would have been like, yo, hey, Prop, Swoope, what do you mean by that? Christ died in the blackest way possible. What do you mean by that? Can you explain that to me? Instead of coming off, oh man, you guys are always bringing race and it just creates more division and da 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 da. The only way that we can grow and actually end division and this racism stuff is to have conversations with people. That's the takeaway. Have conversations with people. It's okay to have a conversation with somebody that you don't agree with, so that you can walk away with a better understanding on why they believe what they believe or said what they said. That's all we got to do. Just have conversations. But this keyboard has taken away that. Instead of talking, we rather type. Stop typing and talk. Man, what you think? Did you listen to the song? I'm gonna put the link to the song in the comments. Go check out the video and the song, man. Listen to it a couple of times so you can understand. Tell you, man, it's a good record. Once again, my name is Joe with Joe Got Something to Say. Do me a solid. Yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that you are notified when I go live or drop more videos. You all have a great week, great day. And until next time, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care, y'all.